In this episode of Repro Roundup, we'll take a look at another incredible hack, this time of The Legend of Zelda on the NES. This is Zelda, The Legend of Link. Zelda, The Legend of Link is a comprehensive hack of The Legend of Zelda on the NES. The game was created by Infidelity over the course of 3 years and is a complete overhaul of the original game. The story talks of various recorded legends of a boy in green clothing who wields a master sword. He would set off on adventures to collect pieces of the Triforce and defeat the evil Ganon. This game is a new imagination of that story, this time playing out as The Legend of Link. The graphics of the game have been changed entirely, beginning with the amazing title screen animations and the reworked registration menu. The overworld also offers brand new sprites and designs with a completely different map layout. Along your adventure, you will journey through areas of forest, beaches, swamp, graveyard, mountains, and even Hyrule Castle. Like the original game, a series of warp areas are available to allow faster travel across Hyrule. The overworld can be viewed after purchasing a map, revealing areas you've traveled as well as the locations of each dungeon. The character sprites of Link are also redone, as are your sword animations. Instead of stabbing forward with your sword, you swing your weapon in an arc, allowing you to strike enemies from an adjacent space. You can again shoot a sword beam when at full health, but can now also charge your weapon for a more powerful spin attack. Your sword can once again be upgraded to the Master Sword and tempered to increase the attack power. Several new gameplay mechanics have been adapted from other Zelda classics, including Link's Awakening and A Link to the Past. You can jump down from high ledges, as well as fall into pits on the ground. Once you obtain the flippers, you can now swim through the water to reach new areas. A neat mechanic is presented with an ice-covered section where you slip across the ground while trying to gain traction. And where caves acted as single-screen areas in the original game, there are now multiple screen pathways between branching locations. Another nice upgrade in this version are cracked surfaces to indicate bombable walls, making secret areas less obscure. This is helpful as bombs are used fairly often in the game, and another frequently used item are keys. Keys are collected in dungeons or purchased in shops, but now also found in chests on the overworld. In addition to unlocking doors in dungeons, they're now used to gain access to some dungeons, as well as unlock secrets like those in the graveyard. Where you found entire heart containers in the original game, you now acquire heart pieces and need 4 to complete a full heart. One of the most impressive inclusions is introduced after you defeat the first 3 dungeons and face off against Ganon. You then gain access to a dark world, similar to that in A Link to the Past. Here you gain an ocarina that will seamlessly transport you between the 2 worlds. Most of the overworld is the same between each land, with minor differences that allow you to access new areas and hidden items. In addition to the ocarina, a majority of your inventory is filled with new items. You have the hammer to pound stakes into the ground, the Rock's Feather, which allows you to jump over small pitfalls, and a hookshot to grapple across large gaps. The Pegasus boots make an appearance, allowing you to dash across the screen while wielding your sword. The boots can also be upgraded later in the game to the hover boots, which grant you the ability to freely walk over pits when equipped. If you equip both the Rock's Feather and the Pegasus boots simultaneously, you can even perform a huge acrobatic leap across the screen. Another upgrade from the original game is the inclusion of a magic meter. This is used by the lamp, an item required to light up each dungeon. The magic meter is also used by the Pendant of Quake, a powerful spell that unleashes a devastating attack. One of the most useful features of the game allows 3 item slots that you can quickly switch between by pressing the select button. This is very helpful as you're often referencing the map and using the ocarina to switch between the light and dark world. While some of the dungeon layouts are the same, the paths between rooms, the item locations, and background music have all been revised. Many of the same enemies and bosses are reused in the game as well, but all appear in different locations with updated sprites and improved AI. The final battle with Ganon, for example, offers some truly impressive graphics and animations on the NES. Aside from your main objectives of clearing dungeons and acquiring pieces of the Triforce, a few side quests have been included to expand the gameplay experience. These include finding hidden objects in dungeons to exchange for usable items. An impressive minigame is also included, where you ride Epona while shooting enemies with your bow. The only real downside is the amount of slowdown that occurs during the game, but I can overlook this as the game is seriously pushing the limits of the system. The game otherwise has a fantastic soundtrack, utilizing a Capcom sound engine to allow many new tracks that are adapted from other games in the Zelda series. Overall, the difficulty of the game is very fair. With the dungeon locations revealed and bombable walls visible, the progressions are straightforward and the game is very beatable without the need of a walkthrough. The improved sword mechanics also allow for more forgiving battles and boss fights. This game does everything right and offers a really enjoyable experience. Between the updated graphics, soundtrack, and new gameplay mechanics, I often forgot I was playing on an NES. The difficulty of the game is also on par with the original, making the game fun and well-paced. So if you're a fan of the original, you definitely can't go wrong with Zelda: The Legend of Link. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to get caught up on some of the other retro gaming content on my channel. I'm also planning to upload new videos here a little more frequently, and I'm aiming for a new video every other Friday, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any updates. As always, thanks for your support, and thank you for watching.